Hello, welcome everyone to D&D. It is session 90. We are 10 sessions away from 100. It's pretty sick. How are the players feeling after 90 sessions? How you guys doing?
I mean, honestly, not bad.
They're pretty good.
Still here.
Yeah.
And I haven't killed myself yet.
I feel like that's my line, but you know.
I mean,
Not for lack of trying, have you ever done?
Yeah. The gods are watching. Oh God! I just jumped into
Just
the
haven't
thing
any
and I
good
can't see
opportunities lately.
anything past my little walls now. So I'm just in my room in this little dot.
You harassed
Oh
me
yeah,
about...
I can't see through the wall at Donnie anymore.
You guys harassed me, so I fixed it.
In fairness, we would have harassed you if there wasn't nothing wrong to begin with.
Wow.
I mean, session 1 was just 10 minutes of us harassing you about a catapult.
Catapult?
Yeah.
Session 1?
Yeah, because my character, in his background, they used to launch us out of catapults.
I don't recall. The first session was underneath a church and there were spiders. There was no catapult in session 1.
Oh no! We were trying to get a catapult because of my backstory.
I see.
And then we harassed you.
90 sessions ago. Hey, episode 90.
Yeah, 90. So, when last we left our heroes, they had finally reached their destination and sent off their posse, you know, to the south. But they are currently in the city of Coalfield, where there is a jam festival. And what that means is it's basically like a festival with like spring type settings. The jam portion of it is they get to go to the festival and everything has like a jam theme. And you'll see once we get there, it'll be great. Also, Red was accidentally given a dire rabbit to kill, which he has now skinned and is going to enter into the competition. So that's pretty cool.
The gods are good to us, even if they don't mean to be.
So that's where we are today. So currently, we have our dear party members waking up after a restful night because Dawngrave, Abaddon, and Isaac, well, 2 of them were able to cleanse the poison from their bodies, and Abaddon was fine.
Oh yeah.
The other 3 are unconscious downstairs in the community room, where you guys will probably be meeting up with them very, very shortly.
I left Red cuddled up with Elise. He probably fell off on the floor.
Well, either way, you all have woken up. You smell cooking breakfast from down below.
Oh, it's fixed.
More than... Yeah, I told you, I fixed it. You can now look in the direction you moved.
I know! It's just like you tapped a button and he turns now. I love it. Sorry, I'm easily amused.
It is okay. That's what the new update for the system did, which is why everything might be a little wonky right now, because everything got updated. Also, ignore the time on the bottom right. That was from back before it broke, and it's wrong. So I have to go back in there and fix the time. So we're going to ignore the time right now. Hello.
Oh, that is such an animatronic move.
Dude, it's so good.
I know, right? I'm so used to just that snap turn. But now it's like actually got the full animation of it turning.
I know, right? Isn't it great? Okay, so you guys come downstairs. Those of you that do wake up and head on downstairs. Lots of people have breakfast and stuff ready for you. If you wish to get a table, you could probably get some breakfast in there. A lot of these people are talking about the festival this morning. Doing all of the stuff and the things, and they're very excited to see the 100 stalls of different jams, and they're just talking about it and how they were so cool the last few years, and they're so innovative each year with new different recipes and everything. So this morning, everyone is currently talking about the festival and all of the things that it can do. Mr. Bunny, would you like me to move you downstairs?
Oh yes, I didn't know we were leaving.
Okay.
Okay, so that's new.
Kath, have I been able to discern where the jams are at for the jam eating contest?
Oh, I gotta scroll down.
Yes.
Do they just bring them from the
that's
stalls when it's time,
Oh.
or
Oh, you walk the stalls.
so you get like a little card that you fill out for each one you eat?
Yeah, basically. And you get like a little
Gotcha.
stamp at each little vendor, and you stamp it, and they you have eaten theirs, and you keep going. So you're collecting stamps to each of the vendors, and there's 100 of them.
So it feels weird seeing the turning this smooth.
I know, right? I thought I
I
was
don't
the only one that was throwing
no.
off. I'm like,
No, I'm like,
"Eh."
this feels weird, but like it's cool, but like my brain doesn't know how to
Yeah, I
think
had the
about it,
same
man.
problem. I was walking across there, and I usually just like shift turn, shift turn, shift turn. And then I don't have to do that, and now my brain's like still shift turning.
Oh yeah. So, for anybody wondering, the system we're using had an update recently that I finally it was stable enough to where I updated everything and everything's been cleaned up now and everybody's smooth. Very smooth.
We real smooth.
Super smooth brain.
So, Red, buddy,
Yeah.
how you doing?
Am I awake?
You wake up on the floor between two beds. You are very groggy. You feel kind of sick. I mean, you feel like you drank a whole lot last night, but you don't remember drinking more than like 2 drinks. You pop up your head from the bed, from the floor to look like around you, and you see that Elise is on the bed to your left, and there's another bed to your right, which is empty. And you see Marco over here completely passed out. Elise is also completely passed out. Her skin is a very slight shade of purple. It seems to be fading, but her and Marco share the same issue with their skin right now.
Am I any purple?
No, you're fine. But theirs is it's a very thin shade now of purple.
Do I remember what I was told last night?
No.
I'm going to try a cure wounds.
You're
On
curing
Elise.
her?
Yes.
She's unconscious. So you can do cure wounds, but you don't know if it did anything because she's asleep. The coloring on her skin does not fade.
Medicine check?
Sure, give me a medicine check.
Somebody is so gonna get poked in the face.
18.
Okay, hang on. Okay. Red. You are looking over Elise, giving her a medical check over. And in the process of giving her this medical check over, you see her eyes shoot open and she slaps at your hand. She says, "What are you doing here?" Oh,
Elise,
it's you.
You're purple.
What have you done to me?
I didn't do anything.
Why are you touching me? I just woke up.
I'm seeing if you're dying.
I am not dying. I feel kind of boozed still.
Well, that's a relief. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna
Okay.
go be nice to some orphans.
Don't forget about your pelt this morning.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll be out in a second.
Okay, Marco's also purple.
Oh, good.
That's the wrong direction. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, sorry.
Morning, Red.
Hello.
Hey, there he is.
Crawling across the floor right now, or
He's dragging a little bit, yeah.
Sorry, all the icons for everything are gone except for the prone one. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
Doing good.
Marco and Elise are purple.
Yeah,
We,
they were
we
last
know.
night.
We know.
Why are
You
they
got-
purple?
You guys didn't do so well.
With what?
We had a purple drink. Forget what Donnie. What was it called?
Purple drink.
Purple drink. See?
They said
Okay.
it was their strongest alcohol.
Utmost confidence that the drink is now called purple drink. Just
It's lean.
I thought it was called the Duragar's Grundle.
oh yeah, that.
Well, I need to eat
Yes.
and I need to wake up and go help with the orphans.
Do you need Donnie to use his magic on you?
What?
Donnie can use his magic to make the hangover and stuff go away.
You can do that?
I cast
Donnie does a
Lesser
lot of
Restoration on Red.
Red, you feel so much better. Your head clears instantly. That heavy fog that was kind of all over you is it's faded in this with Dongrave's magicalness, and you feel great.
Morning.
So, how's Elise and Marco?
How in the hell did you do that?
I've done this before.
Yeah,
I don't remember you ever doing that.
Oh, that's okay. Well, Anubis lets me cure people in various ways, including this. So.
yeah. I mean, that's how I dragged your ass in there.
Are you feeling better?
I feel fantastic.
Good. Now you can go help those orphans, but please don't bring any home
Why would
because I won't do it for them.
why would I
Donnie's
bring
being
an
weird
orphan
again.
Why would you bring an orphan home? I mean, I don't know. I just feel.
What do you got against orphans, Donnie?
I have nothing against orphans in particular. It's just children in general.
Oh, you just don't like children.
That's pretty accurate.
You're one of them, kind of. Okay.
Why? That's okay. It's an interesting set of words to use, but yeah.
Yeah. What's for breakfast today? I turned to the waiter.
They have varying breakfast things: eggs, biscuits, gravy, meat, water, if you have a headache.
Yeah, I need water
Should
and
feel fine now.
how much bacon do you have?
All of it.
We can definitely bring you a nice platter of bacon.
Okay, I will need that and water and bread.
Okay. He takes your order and he goes to the back.
Wait.
Yes.
I ordered some food too. Hold
Yes,
on.
of
Yeah, come on
course.
now.
Yes.
There's
What
other
can I
people at
get
the
you?
table. Is this your first day, guy? What's happening? You're probably stressed from the jam festival. It's fine.
It is
Do you
busy.
guys, do you have someone in the back who can make eggs in a basket?
What is eggs in a basket?
Okay, that's
We will
fine.
continue to explain what eggs in a basket is.
Yeah, that's okay. They don't know. It's pretty common, but it's fine.
I mean, yeah.
So you're just gonna take a piece of bread, right? And you're just
Uh-huh.
gonna punch a hole in it,
Punch.
and then you're gonna fry an egg in the hole.
All right.
It's
Okay.
amazing.
That's eggs in a basket.
You got to put butter on both sides of the bread or you're going to burn it.
Yeah, just like if you're making a grilled cheese.
I will ask the cook to see if they can make something like that for you. No worries.
I believe in them.
What else would you like? Or is that all you would like this morning?
I
Oh,
would
I'd like-
also like some water.
I'll take an ale.
I would like some tea, please, whatever kind you have.
Yes, of course. Do you want it like spicy and non-spicy herbal? What are you looking for this morning? A gray?
Yes, a grey tea, please.
Excellent. Right.
Is it gonna turn them gray?
No. It's called gray tea.
Oh,
It's like a breakfast blend for tea drinkers.
Yes.
Yes.
I would know I'm not one of those.
Right.
I'm gonna go check on Marco and Elise.
Yeah, didn't you say they're still purple?
Yes. They are purple.
Doctor Donnie's on it.
Is Marco still purple?
Marco is very slightly still purple. He's also like starfished on the bed, an arm hanging off, drool coming out of his mouth, and he's just unconscious.
I'm gonna shake him by the shoulder a little bit and check on him, see if he wakes up.
He does not wake up.
Okay. Well, I'll just cast lesser restoration on him too, just so he's clear when he wakes up.
Okay. You cast Lesser Restoration on him, and the pigment on his skin does clear up almost instantly.
Perfect. And is Elise still awake?
She is groggily sitting up in the bed over there in the corner.
Poor thing.
Good morning, Elise.
Good morning, Dawngrave. I don't feel very good today.
Yeah, you sound like you're a little hungover still from the Draggers taint or whatever it was.
I don't remember drinking it.
I don't remember you drinking it either, but here we are. Would you like some little pick me up?
Sure, I'd love a pick-me-up. That'd be great.
All right, I'm gonna reach out for a high five.
High five.
As she high fives, I cast Lesser Restoration.
Awesome. Her skin clears up and she looks brand new and she goes, oh, that feels so much better. There was like this just pounding behind my brain. Ugh.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
I recommend some water still. It doesn't hydrate you or anything.
Gotcha.
You should be okay now.
Thank you, good sir. I am up. I am ready. Whoops, I went through the wall.
I am
Oh, that's the new door.
ready. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Are you stuck outside now? There you go.
if you run into a wall that's like halfway into a square, it like turns you around.
Oops.
Elise, like, I'm so much better. Leaves a hole in the wall.
You did say punch a hole in the wall. There you go. God, that is really smooth, isn't it?
Right?
All right. So Elise gets her order in as well. Marco does eventually wake up and joins all of the rest of you at le table. He doesn't have a chair, though, so he's standing.
I'm gonna pull a chair up for Marco.
Okay. He will sit in that chair that you pull up.
How are you, Marco?
I'm feeling great. I don't know what happened last night, but I woke up fresh as a daisy. What are we doing today?
Nice. Everyone else woke up kind of, not everyone else. Elise and Red woke up real groggy, so clearly you can handle your liquor better than them.
I appreciate that. I can handle liquor. I've been training under Isaac for months.
Yeah, that'll do it too, I imagine.
Yeah.
So what are we doing today?
Traveling on for this long, it does drive us all to drinking eventually.
Eventually, your
Well-
guys' food does come to the table. They do get your eggs in a basket correctly. One
Hell
of
yeah.
someone's looks like it actually had the hole punched out in the middle, and then the rest of them look like they were cut. So obviously, somebody took one of you very literally.
Want that one.
Red, you been cooking?
But,
I can cook. I don't understand where that whole bit came from.
I was talking about taking it literally and punching a hole in the bread.
No, I know how to make eggs in a basket.
How's it taste though? Like, is it cooked well?
it's cooked well. Yep. It's a little bit runny in the yolk portion, but all of the white has been cooked through, and it's got a little bit of seasoning on it, like some salt and pepper. But
Best
otherwise,
kind.
it's good.
That sounds so good.
That sounds delicious.
So you all have your breakfast food. Elise says, "So, what are we starting with?"
Well, me and Red are heading over to the orphanage, and we got to go pick the pelt up for the competition.
Yeah.
Ah, I
We
think
do
you have
indeed,
to. I think you have to turn in the pelt right away so that they can judge it throughout the day, and then the prizes are given out at the end.
All right.
Oh.
Well, maybe we need to go over there, get the pelt, turn it in, and then we can head for the orphanage. I'm sure it'll take a while.
Kath, just as a reminder to me,
Yes.
you get extra points for the jam eating contest if you find the not good one, right?
So what it is you eat the 100, but you get one card to veto eating one of them. That
Oh, so you can just eat them all and
Yes.
you choose like, oh, I think this one's gonna taste like garbage, so I'm not gonna eat
Right,
it.
right.
Okay, gotcha.
you have a card to veto one stall, but that's it. But one stall amongst the 100 does have apparently something nasty.
Like intentionally, though?
Ah,
Yes.
remember, Donnie, if you tell him that he's got the bad one, you win if you're right.
I don't think that's the case.
I mean, that's what we were told.
Is that what we were told? I don't think that's what we were told.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
but-
find the one that's bad and you guess it correctly, you win something.
Is our waiter around?
Yes, your waiter will be walking back to the table to get like refilled drinks. Yes, what can I do for you? Excuse me.
Hey, so do you got the deets on the jam eating contest? Like, I just need a refresher. We talked last night, but I got super fucking drunk, so I'm just trying to remind myself.
All right. Well, which part of the jam eating competition are you going to be a part of? All of it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, from the get-go, usually people start the eating competition in the morning. If you're wanting to do the 100, you'll probably need to start early because it takes a long time to kind of get through the lines of all of these. Let's see. Oh man, I haven't been to like the full portion of the 100 stall, eating competition for a while, but I think you probably want to know that if you make it all the way to the end without throwing up, you can't throw up. You are in the running to get your money back because obviously you put in like the 1 gold, and if you make it all the way to the end without throwing up, you get back 10 gold. It's like a 10 back on your entrance fee kind of thing. There is one what is that called? Red herring stall, bad stall. It's not a bad stall. It's still edible food. But there's one stall in there that is supposed to make you sick? Not really sick. What is that word? I don't remember. I just know that particular stall is supposed to make your stomach queasy, and then it'll make you like not able to make it through the rest of the stalls kind of thing. So like the difficulty in eating the rest of it is going to spike, but you do have one card that you can use to veto any stall that you don't really want to eat from if you think that's the one that's going to make your stomach turn. Yeah, so that's like the eating competition, and there's a lot in there, let me tell you. Last year, woo, there was so many different ways that they prepared all that food in there for you. You are in for a treat.
Fascinating.
And then there's the pelt competition, where essentially you take your pelt and you go drop it off to be appraised with your name and your number. You do have to be there to win the prize, so most people just kind of hang around the festival and listen for their name to be shouted out over the intercom system. There is also a shopping portion of the marketplace for the different festivals there. There's the water festival portion, where it's just like this neat little dock that's kind of overhanging the river nearby, that there's more festival portions there that you can kind of go hang out for and just chill next to the water. There's a lot of different places for like romantic type things if that's what you're looking for, and there's lots of different places to just go have fun. There's an archery competition, and there's like a butchering competition. There's lots of them, lots of different things in there.
How much time do we have before we need to get our entry in for the pelt competition?
Usually they want it in there by probably 9 a.m., so you probably have about an hour and a half to get it in there.
Kath?
Yes.
Do I have time as part of my morning rituals of eating breakfast and such to rearrange my spells?
Sure.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
How close is this orphanage, Red?
God.
Sure, he goes to Baylor a lot.
So the orphanage is probably like a 15-20 minute walk away. You could probably rush there, it'd be 15 minutes. And then probably from there the festival is like 10 minutes away.
All right, so it seems like we can go get it.
Yeah, we can get to the festival. Trying to remember where the pelt guy is.
The pelt guy was on the outskirts of town, so he's a little further away.
Yeah,
so we need to hit him.
How about this? You go get the pelt, I'll go ahead and head to the orphanage.
Aye.
And you can just meet me there.
Yeah, Isaac will just eat his food, grabs a loaf, stuffs some meat and cheese into it, and takes it with him.
That's exactly what I'm doing with my bread. I'm just loading it full of bacon and grabbing a water, and I'm out.
As he leaves, Isaac actually takes like a little bit of bacon off your plate and like runs with it.
I'm gonna eat like half of my eggs in a basket, and then I'm gonna head back to my room for a little bit.
Okie dokie. So everyone's kind of splitting off and doing their own thing for a little bit.
Yeah. Marco, come help me.
Okay, Marco will head on out to assist you as well.
Elise, you can come with me if you want.
I think Elise is gonna stay behind and hang out with Abaddon a little bit.
Dabba dabba dabba.
Alright, Abaddon. What are you doing for like this hour or so that everyone's doing other stuff?
I
He just
am.
Peers
I'm
into the
writing my
darkness.
book for a minute, and I'm gonna go check on my chicken. So I'll be right back.
So Elise takes some time to sips the tea. Red, you go to the orphanage. How much time are you gonna spend there?
Until someone gets me,
Okay.
I'm there.
Isaac, you go to the guy. He has the pelt fully finished. It looks extremely well done. He's put like some nice like on the edges on there. It's like everything is nice and
Oh,
smooth. There's nothing jagged around it. He did a really good job on this pelt.
Sounds good.
So he's got it all rolled up for you right now, with some very silk twine on it. He says you kind of need that specifically just for all the stuff.
Yeah.
And
I'll toss him.
go ahead.
I'll toss him an extra 5 gold.
He will say thank you very much, and I accept. He'll give you directions on where to take the pelt for the entry into the competition, and he says that you do need to stay at the festival to be able to get it, because if they call your name and you're not there to collect, you can't win.
Got it. Marco, if I send you to go get Red, think you can do that?
Yeah.
Without
Where's
getting
this
lost?
orphanage? I don't know. I've never been there.
Well, it's down a little ways from. You know what? The waiter at the bar, he knew. You might be able to ask him.
Okay. Are we heading to the
But
festival now?
yeah, we're gonna head to the festival. If we have to pass back by there, we'll just ask for directions. Maybe we can stop by and pick him up on the way.
Okay. So it's been roughly an hour. Who all is heading towards the festival at this point?
I was gonna ask Elise and Abaddon if they wanted to come along for eating jams or not.
I would, yes.
Elisa
Oh,
is
why not?
all for it, yeah.
Yeah, let's go take a stroll down the jam lane and see what they got.
Before we go, though, I'm gonna take up my sending stone.
Okay.
He remembered.
I remembered.
Excellent. Yeah.
And I'm going to attempt to link it to
Uh-huh.
send the spell. Does it link?
It does, yes.
Okay. Good day, Luala. Hope you're doing fine. I've arrived at a town about halfway to my destination. Still thinking of you. Much love. Talk soon.
Adorable.
You get a reply back.
Oh, hey.
So good to hear from you. I hear that there is a festival there. Make sure you eat lots of jam for me and bring me back the winning jar.
Adorable.
I can't reply to that, but
Woman said, "Buy me something." Did not give him an option to say no.
I told her I'd buy her stuff.
Oh yeah. All right.
She could have asked for the world, but instead she asked for jam. You're lucky.
So Red, I'm going to put you into this scene. I know you're at the orphanage, but I'm gonna put you here so that you're with everyone, you know.
Okay.
Also, I made the scene wrong. Hang on.
Womp.
Womp womp womp.
There we go.
Oh God.
Okay. There we go. I fixed. All right. I wanted you guys to be able to see the whole scene. I'm not entirely sure. Why are you off the map? What is this?
You put us there.
Yeah, God.
On my
put us
side,
there.
you're in the right spot. Hang
Now
on.
only half the party's off the map.
Hang on. You must log in order to access this game. Oh.
Uh-oh.
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 Hang on.
Now the real game, does Catherine remember her password?
Oh, it's auto-saved. It's no stress. Hang on. Now I see you're off the map. Also, half my people are off the map. Gosh darn it. Okay, well, everyone's probably not in the right spot anymore, but whatever. Here you go. You guys are at the festival now. So walking in, there are lots and lots of people here. It looks like everyone's kind of walking around. There's lots of stalls with different things that you guys are kind of walking past. It has that fair food smell right now. You know, it's got like a sweet funnel
smell
cake.
of bad decisions and
There's,
good times.
You know, everything being deep fried around you. It's got that festival feel to it. Everyone's in high spirits. Kids are running around being silly and goofy and everything's great. So,
I'm gonna ask, who else here right now?
Everyone but Red.
Everyone but Red. Okay.
I think that me and Marco were like aimed toward picking him up. So.
Oh, okay.
So either because we said we were gonna like, I was just gonna send Marco, but then I realized, oh wait a second, the hotel might be on the way.
Yeah.
And if it is, we could just get directions and go pick him up.
The orphanage, yes.
Yes.
Well, everyone that's here and joining for the jam competition, I'm going to ask, would you guys like to just take a stroll and take a look at all the jams, see if we can suss out that yucky one?
I mean,
before we start munching.
Are you wanting to use Red's nose to pick out the bad one?
No. We gotta get if I'm gonna eat all 100 of them, I gotta get going pretty soon. So
yeah, I gotta get this. Were we able to pick up Red or?
Yeah. You guys can probably swing by and grab Red from the orphanage on your way, and your party of Marco, Isaac, and Red can meet up with the Dongrave's party of Dongrave, Elise, and Abaddon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Cool.
Boys are back.
So we're all together now.
We are all together. You guys meet up. You guys are at the edge of the center of the city right now. There are stalls just everywhere. There's tents put up next to the buildings that are normally there in these street stalls, and there's so much around you. But you guys want to check out the jam stuff first?
Well, we're gonna head to the pelts because we got to get this thing in quick.
I'm so confused on the order of things.
I know, right?
So I thought you had to be near the pelt stuff, and it was somewhere else. That's not the jam place. Is that not the case?
So they have to go.
We're all going to be together all day, or not?
Right. You are going to be together all day. They have to go turn in the pelt, and then over the intercom, if they've won near the end of the festival, they have to go immediately to pick it up.
Okay.
So. Do we have to stay in that area of the pelts, or are we free to go around?
You're free to go around. The intercom system goes throughout the whole festival area.
Okay, cool.
Perfect. Now, okay. I'm starting to understand everything.
Yeah.
So I guess, why don't we all go together and go drop off the pelt, and then on our way we can take a peek-see at some of these jams, see if anything looks absolutely rancid.
Yeah.
Or not.
Sure. So you guys head on over towards the pelt area to drop off. Oh, go ahead.
While everyone's walking, I'm gonna hang back a little bit and cast a spell.
Okay.
And I'll send it to you.
Okay.
I posted my food.
Ooh.
Detect good and evil. He's trying to see where that evil jam is.
Don't spoil it.
My goodness. Ah, okay. Gotcha.
That lasts for 10 minutes.
Oh, got you. Yeah.
So after I get that cast, I'm going to be like looking at all the stalls and stuff, see if anything shows up.
Sure.
It'll be funny if Donnie finds the bad one and uses purify food and water.
I didn't even think about that, Kath. I need to go change my spells again.
Nope. Your spells are set.
Yeah, that's fine. That's a good one, though, man.
Purify food and water.
Bro.
Now there's like a whole bunch of people make it all the way in. They're all like, what the heck?
Okay.
All right.
Anyway.
That's fine. So first, we will go drop off the pelt. As you all head on over in that direction, Dongrave, I'm helping you keep an eye out on everything on the different stalls. It's already very busy. You see lots of people with cards around their neck with little stamps on it. Every single vendor has their own stamp for each of the sections on your card. And everybody has like these little things that they'll open it up, they'll get the stamp on it, and they'll keep going, that kind of thing. Just at a quick glance, you see that there's like just stalls with normal jam. You like take a spoonful of the jam, you try it. Pretty basic. And it goes from like that to jam and bread, jam and cheese, jam tarts, jam donuts, jam and crackers, jam shots. You pass by a really cold jam area where they're like making jam, but they're freezing it with magic and like whisking it up into something they call jam ice cream. Next to them is a jam pop section where they have everything in like these tube-shaped things, and it's just jam that you can take with you and lick. And they have dried leather jam, which is kind of like it's just
jam jerky.
Jam jerky, but like, you know, it's like fruit roll-ups. I don't know how else to explain it.
I started saying, I was like, she's going. I'm like, that's a fruit roll-up.
That is a fruit roll-up. I was trying to explain it in not fruit roll-up terms. It's essentially fruit roll-up. And then like as you're getting near the end of it there's like jam with different pieces of meats, and there's jam smoothies, and there's drinks with jam, and the jam syrup to put on things. There are so many things in this. And on your way there, you're kind of like walking through all of these. You do not detect anything with your spell.
So I've looked at all 100 of them.
As far as you're aware, you're pretty sure you looked at all of them.
All right. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay. So you get to the pelt section, and you see the guy there, Red. He says, "Hey, are you this final little bit here where we're closing up and we're gonna start judging? Is that a pelt for us?"
Yeah.
All right. Name. You get exactly a little pad, a little piece of paper. All right. Name.
Red.
Red. Last name.
It's if you need the full name, it's Gav Redson.
Okay, Gav Redson. All right. What kind of pelt is it?
Dire hair.
Dire hair. That's very good. Very good. And where did you get this pelt?
Like what? A day away from here.
A day away from here. Now, who sold it to you?
Who sold it to me?
Yeah. Did you buy this pelt?
No, I killed the animal and skinned it.
Ah, you skinned it. Okay, so you also tanned it?
I didn't tan it.
I see.
We had Eli's cousin. I don't remember what his name is.
All right, I'll write that down.
I say the name of Eli's cousin.
Sure, Eli's cousin. Got it. Okay, got it. Writes that down. He says, "Okay. Anything you wish to declare about it?"
Like what?
Well, you know, people usually hype up their product a little bit. You know, tell us a little bit about it. They're gonna read the card before they open up the pelt. You know.
Tell them how you killed it.
Yeah, tell them the story, Red. Tell them the story, but make it like embellish it a little bit.
It's a dire rabbit.
Chasing it through the woods, using boomerangs, making sure that there were no punctures in the hide.
Scribble, 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 scribble. Yeah.
And when I was able to get close to it, I snapped its neck.
Okay. Interesting. So you used boomerangs so that the pelt was not injured.
Yes.
Yep.
Interesting. Huh.
Isaac reaches over.
I show him a boomerang.
What did you say, Isaac?
I was gonna be like, Isaac just reaches over, grabs Red's boomerang, pulls it out, like, see, look, yeah, here it is. But he beat me to it.
So you see that Isaac was reaching for his boomerang, but he just nonchalantly pulls it up and shows the guy anyway, and then like everyone behind Red can see Isaac go, oh, darn. He like looks away.
Damn it.
But Red doesn't notice because Isaac's behind him. And so he says, okay, awesome. The pelt is rolled in such a way that you can't actually see the pelt itself right now. You can just see the inside. So he can't. That's how they kind of like make sure everybody's on the same playing field. So your pelt is tagged. It's got like you're given a book that has your name on it, and it has a stamp on the book that matches the stamp on your pelt so that they know who owns which pelt. And he gives you the instructions on when to come back here, and he says, okay, so Here are the prizes specifically for anybody winning the competitions this year. This is for the Jam Festival and the Pelt Festival. Third place is, obviously, you get some gold. Also, the church is going to be giving out stamina potions and healing potions to third. Usually those are for people, you can stay out and hunt more often, things like that. Second place is a favor from the church. So if you are in need of healing or somebody you know in need of healing, you can go to the church and they will give you, healing or whatever it is they do specifically for the church. First place, if you win first place, is a spa day in the holy waters of the church. It's said to decrease the aging process. So, your little lady over there, maybe she's into that. Also, you do get a relic. Is that what that said? A relic of the church that is apparently to give you good luck throughout the year. It's probably just a little trinket that they give you with a little bit of luck or something imbued into it.
That's how we tie it back into work.
Yeah. So, there we go. That is the prizes of the day. Make sure you listen for if the intercoms when we are revealing who is winning later. Any questions?
What if something happens and we can't hear the intercoms?
Oh, you'll hear the intercoms. They're really loud. Yes.
Got any armorers here?
Yeah, they're scattered about. I'm sure you can find some.
I just want to see what the craftsmanship was here.
Sure. I'm sure there's somebody out there having an armorer stall today. They usually do it for show, to bring people to their particular store later on in the weeks and months to come and all that. So I'm sure you can stumble across somebody.
Sounds good. I think Donna, you're ready for some jam, aren't you?
Yeah, just about. I was gonna, take some more looks at those jams.
Sure.
Jam. Gosh, jam it.
Do you wanna sign up for the festival here, because you gotta get through all 100 before you can even get to the end there. I can help you sign up for that.
Yes, please.
All right.
Sign me up.
It is 1 gold to enter.
Does anyone else join the jam competition?
Elise says I'll watch.
Oh, I was just going to cover the cost for anyone else wanted to take place.
Marco says, I will.
Hell yeah, Marco.
I was so good at the drinking last night, I bet you I could eat everything.
I bet you could, yeah.
Yeah. Just telling you now, Marco, you eat less than 50 jams, I'm going to make you run.
No,
see.
He's not.
Isaac, Red, you want in on this?
No, I'm good.
I'm good also. Mostly I just want to kind of relax today.
Abaddon?
I don't know.
Come on, you guys.
Come on, Abaddon.
It's a goal. Just enter, eat as much as you want from these stalls. Come on. I saw some... There were some tarts and stuff and pastries. I know you like them. They're pastries.
Yep. Plus, you can find out a good one for your girl.
I'll pay the gold. I'll pay the gold.
Isaac, you should also get in there. Come on, this will be a team building exercise. Let's all do it.
Oh, yep.
I'm just going to throw in 6 gold.
Only if Red does it.
Everybody.
I'm just going to throw in 6. Everyone do it or don't do it. That's up to them. But I'm sure they won't mind a donation.
Everybody has their own book now. You can go to any of the stalls right now, and you get 1 thing from them for the booklet.
Wonder if I can get a jam meat or something.
All right. So, do you want me to just go through the list bit by bit while you guys are looking through stuff? Or how do you want to do it? Did any of those earlier seem enticing, or you want me to just kind of go through it?
So are they that's gonna live rent free in my head all day because I want some of the jam and the bread and cheese.
Yes.
That's just because I'm hungry.
I told you to eat before game.
Are they making the
right
jam? Are they making the jams on spot?
No,
Or like they're all here already?
Most of them have already made the jams because making jam is a process.
Well, like I didn't know if there was like a big vat of jam for like the cheese and bread jams or...
Well, most people bring their own giant vats of jam, kind of like the old lady you guys passed on the way here. Which she's in the competition. So,
Ida, right? Edai?
Edai.
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 Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let's keep an eye out.
We got an advantage. We already got one.
Well, I'm sure we have to taste it again, technically. Or maybe she can just sign her book for us.
I'll do that one. I got a whole job. Got a whole big jar of that.
Kath.
Yes.
I'm going to send you a DM.
Alrighty.
To be read at your discretion.
Awesome sauce.
And you tell me what and when you want me to roll for it.
Okie dokie.
Isaac will give Donnie back a gold. I'm like,
no, keep it. It's fine. Legit. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, absolutely.
Because I'm probably not going to eat a lot of these. I'm just going to enjoy myself.
No, that's fine. I'm thinking it was like a donation to town. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. You were just trying to find something to donate. You probably knew that we were all going to eat. Gotcha. It's good of you, Donnie. Good of you. I'll try to keep an eye out for that bad one for you.
So while you guys are kind of walking around it, and if you want to walk around, you don't have to stay in this corner. This whole area here is for you guys to kind of go and chill while I am explaining the different stalls and everything to you. Yeah. So if you want to go hang out wherever you want to, there's a fountain in the middle. There's a bunch of different stalls and things you can kind of go hang out with. So if you wanna go wherever you characters wanna go sit down while I explain how you guys are eating stuff, you do whatever you want.
I'm not gonna eat much. I'm just gonna taste a few.
Isaac just zooms off.
Yeah.
If there's a jewelry spot or something with food stuffs other than jam, I'll probably like jewelry or trinkets.
She did specifically ask you for jam, so I'd probably also get jam. But you live your life.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know. You weren't there.
Well, this area...
Right. I'm so sorry.
This area isn't specifically for the buying of stuff, Abaddon. That'll be later. This is mostly food where you are right now. This is the food portion of the market or of the festival. But yeah.
The tasting synonym of lane that starts with T. The tasting trail. There we go.
What are these little orbs over here?
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Found orbs.
Yeah.
Orb.
So
orbs.
First, let's go ahead and we will start doing all of the food and stuff for you. While you all are consuming little bits and pieces of the jam, yes, you do run up to those orbs. They just seem to be colorful bits of glass with a magical light inside. They said it'll last a couple days in there with just the little magical light inside. It will eventually fade, but they're colorful balls of light for now that you could carry around. And it gets held on this little piece of string and it kind of floats above you. But
that is neat.
All right. So, from anybody who is currently eating the jams. First section is you find roughly 5 to 8 stalls of people just having their jam available. They think their jam is so great that you can just taste it and it'll be good. Or they put minimal effort into it just because they wanted to, join the festival. So these are very basic jams. What were you going to say, Don Grave?
I'm gonna tend to eat after everyone does in the group, but also ask Red to keep an eye out for the bad jam.
Donnie's out for blood right now.
He's got, according to Isaac, a bloodhound's nose or something. I just don't want to eat something that tastes really yucky. I ate that rotten steak in the tower, and I don't want to do that again.
Donnie does not have the best luck with foods right now.
Okay. So, the first few ones, not terribly interesting, but you get to the next few stalls on your list. There's a bunch of different people standing behind them. They're all very interested. And again, every time you guys finish one, you open your book, you get a stamp next to the stall number and the name. Some of these stalls do have a card rating system to where if you wanted to, you could rate the jam from 1 to 10, and you put it in there. It doesn't matter what it is, and then at the end of the festival, they're going to draw one person's name, and if you see your name on their board at the end, you get to win, some of their jam if you liked it enough.
Hell yeah.
So if you wanted to, All of the stalls have that, so you can totally do it for every single one if you want to see if you can kind of win or not. But you do have to try it to be able to put your name into the jar.
I'm doing that for any of them that don't taste like unappealing. Not bad, like they're the red herring, just ones that don't taste great.
Of course. What's everyone else doing? Does that entice you to eat more or not?
I'd probably eat until I'm not hungry anymore.
Fair. It's gonna take.
Yeah, I'm just chilling. Like if there's, I'd join back up from the group from the weapons stall, and I'll probably just look for some things like the cheese and jam, the meat and jam.
Sure.
Of course, the jam shot. I have to try that.
Of course. All right. So you get through the boring jams that everybody's on there. They're not bad. They're normal. You've had them on things before, jam on toast and things like that. So not nothing to write home for. These are the newbies that came to the competition. They weren't ready for everything going around. So
is there any jam snobs?
Just the jams.
Oh, you'll see the jam snobs. They're coming.
That's
up.
I was waiting for the jam purist. Like the jam doesn't taste that. Like the jam is just basic jam at best. But the person
is not a jam. This is simply a marmalade.
Yeah, just that one person just like swears up and down that jam is the best, but it's literally just plain old jam. It's nothing fancy.
It's not even jam. It's just fruit in like
just
a jar.
Fruit in a jar. This is the best jam.
So the next few portions that you guys come across, the next 5 to 8 stalls or so that you see on here, is jam on top of thinly sliced pieces of cheese. So you have like different flavored jams on there. There's like different fruit flavored jams on different little slices of cheese. It's pretty good, mixing jam with slices of cheese. Some of them do have crackers that you can put the cheese and jam on it. It gives it a very interesting texture in your mouth. It goes pretty well. It's not as good as the cream cheese that you had from the one lady.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good for those that do try it. So, you had
remember to pick up some cream cheese.
You got some jam with just slices of cheese. The next few stalls are jam on different types of bread, sourdough bread, fluffy pastry bread, all those different things kind of baked into the bread, like you bite into the bread and there's jam in the middle of that bread.
Oh.
About the time when you get here, I need everyone who has been consuming to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
I've been eating a lot, but I'll roll.
Is it against?
Oh wait! Oh shit! So stop rolling.
Too late.
I haven't rolled. I have not rolled.
Okay, we're not gonna do it for this one. Go ahead and roll for this one.
Is it against poison?
No. It's against your stomach exploding from the food. Not really exploding.
All right,
Okay.
just a straight
Isaac,
up con
did you
save.
roll? Just a straight
Not
con
yet.
save.
Boop.
Okay. Everybody's fine. You feel your guys' stomach getting a little full from eating all of these, but you know what? You're making it through. You're powering through all of these. It's pretty good. You've gotten through like 15 of them at this point. So you've got 75 more to go, but you can feel it now. You can feel it starting to get there. At this point, the next area is full of jam tarts. These ones appear to be baked with jam on top of them. So these ones are like little baked pieces of pastry, like pies, and little bitty ones like there. Now if it's a pie, you don't have to obviously eat the whole pie. But one of them is this little bitty pie that kind of fits in the palm of your hand. And when they hand it to you, the jam inside is bubbling. And they call it a bubbly pie. And they said you have to eat it while it's still warm because they just pulled it off of their little thing here and you pull it off. And so this little bitty piece of pie and you pull it up to your mouth and you take a bite and it's full of just the most delicious jam. It's got like a sweet flavor to it. It's got a nice little crust on top of it there. It's still nice and warm and just, it's really good. So that bubbly pie is one of the you can tell this stall is very popular with everyone. And they also have the card rating system on here. Everyone's putting their own card rating in here because if you win, you are able to get 5 more pies to take home later. But yes, so this one, there's a bunch of other jam tarts and things like that, but that's the one that stands out the most to you in this section of them. Dawngrave. In this particular area, you do see on one of the tarts ones that they are pulling from a vat behind them of jam, and they are like, you know, spreading it over on all of them, baking fresh right next to it there. So you can access it if you wish, you know. Wink nudge.
Okay. After we've all tried that one, I'm going to execute my plan.
Okay. All right. Do you want me to tell the plan?
It's also really good, right? Like it's a tasty.
Oh yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna be secretive about it.
Okay. So at one point, you guys see Dawngrave kind of like go behind this one stall, and then he comes back out, and he's just like, whatever. And you guys continue on. The next few stalls, it appears that they're putting jam inside of like something that they're deep frying, and they're calling it a donut, like a jam-filled donut. And some of them have like powdered sugar on top of them. Some of them just have normal sugar on top of them. They have this like glazed sugar on top of some other ones. So there's a bunch of different donuts there, is what they were calling them. After the donut stalls, I need everybody who is still consuming to give me another Constitution saving throw.
Are we starting to feel it? Like, we're real starting to feel it, right?
I mean, there's a lot of bread here, yeah.
Yeah, it's getting real bready.
How many have they gone through already? Because I wouldn't have been going through most of these.
Sure. There was jam and cheese, jam and bread, jam tarts, and jam donuts so far.
Just because I'm starting to feel it, I'm just going to cast Bless on everybody.
I've eaten like...
We're starting to feel it. That's, who
I've
else
eaten
eaten?
like maybe 2 of those things.
I've been eating 2. Do I feel the do we feel the Anubis's hand on us?
Of course. If you've eaten
Isaac
more
just
than
looks
20.
back at Dottie. Like, really?
Yeah, I'm starting to. What does he? Do you say really out loud, or you just like kind of shoot me a glance?
It just shoots you a glance.
Okay, yeah. Everyone but Elise has Blessed because I don't think she was really partaking much.
No, she wasn't. She'll take like 1 or 2, but she's not fully part of the posse.
Also, if I see Abaddon not eating much, I might just do me, Red, and Isaac.
Yeah.
Whoever seems to be eating the most.
Yeah.
Isaac won't be eating a whole bunch. Isaac's just here and there. He's doing normal thing. He has no plans to make it to the end.
So just me and Marco and
I got your back. Let's do this.
Red's going in? All right, hell yeah.
All right.
Me, Marco, and Red are blessed.
All right. Constitution saving throws for you, Marco, and Red.
Oh, no.
Well.
I got 15.
Okay. Red. You feel that you could have thrown up there if Anubis wasn't there. Being like, hey, it's okay.
He's like holding your hair up for you just in case, you know.
I feel bad for Anubis. Like, Anubis is getting this weird ass 3 a.m. phone call kind of thing.
No. Anubis loves this.
Hey, I ate too much. Help, Anubis.
He doesn't get to partake in a lot of parties, so like he's just enjoying the festivities.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you guys have finished the jam donuts. The next portion is the jam and cracker section, where your lady is there with her jam and cream cheese on crackers. She's here and she says, "Hey, how are all of you? Welcome to the festival."
Doing good. And Isaac will waddle over there.
Here.
There is. Are you trying to do the challenge? Oh, that's exciting.
Hell yeah.
Excellent.
I'm not. I'm just hungry.
That is fair. Honey, look, they came by. And you see her husband kind of like turn around. Huh? Ooh, yeah. Who are you? Don't worry, honey. It's okay. He's still a little doozy this morning. It's okay. It's all good. We've been having a big, festival over here. Everyone's been loving the jam and the cream cheese this year. Well, obviously, I know you guys have already had ours, so I can just stamp your card, or you can get some right now. What do you guys want?
I'm getting a little extra. It's good jam.
I'll probably just take the stamp.
You don't turn down good jam.
Yeah, absolutely. I might buy some from your stall if you have a stall to sell later. Wait, I think I already bought some.
You already bought a jar for
I
me,
got
honey.
some if you don't know.
Yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna buy nothing from you.
That's okay.
But
so
a stamp would be great.
Yeah, so she'll give you a stamp because she knows you've already tried hers, and she goes, well, if you still want to enter to maybe win one of my jars at the end of the festival, you can rate it right here, honey bun.
I think I'm
gonna rate that.
I'm also going to, since we have such a wonderful rapport with this lady, I'm gonna be like, hey, do you know any idea which of these stalls has got the yucky jam?
I haven't really seen anybody getting too crazy just yet, but if I was a stall that would be trying to hide something, it would probably be the cold ones, because, you know, you can kind of hide stuff when it's cold. You can't really smell a whole bunch and cast past the iced portion. So,
man, that's such a jam confectioner knowledge coming in clutch right now.
so
Thanks.
I would look into those. I don't know which one because there's a couple of them over there, but I'd keep an eye on those if I were you.
Absolutely. Thanks for the tip.
Isaac's just sitting there munching on cracker, dude.
It is still as good as it was yesterday.
Yeah.
As you all are continuing forward, yes, Don Grave.
Is there any commotion going on at the stall that I went and checked out the backside of?
So, as you guys are leaving the jam and cracker section, you do hear a little bit of angry noises coming from the ones that you had already been to. And you see a lot of people throwing up in the streets. At this point, you see a bunch of people in clerical robes kind of like rushing over to that area right now. And now that they're over there, you kind of notice that there are a bunch of clerics from the town walking the streets with everybody, making sure everybody's okay, making sure they're not eating too much, and if they need to sit down, they'll help them. So it looks like the cleric, like the temple of this town is really in the festival, like they're all walking around helping people, that kind of thing. And so you see like 10 of them going towards this one stall. And this guy behind the stall is just like, I don't know what happened. It's really weird, and suddenly it's all spicy. And all of these people are just throwing up in the streets, and they're like, no, my jam card. And obviously they're knocked out of the competition. So you have successfully knocked out like 50 people in one fell swoop.
Nice. I'm gonna lean over to Isaac real quick and be like, hey, I wouldn't take your spices out while we're around here. Just no particular reason. I just, yeah. Anyway.
I didn't hear a shit.
I didn't either.
Eventually, the commotion does die down, as the guy has to open up his second vat that he wasn't quite ready for yet. And he's back in business. You guys continue on forward.
For now.
I'm gonna run back to that guy's stall real quick and make. Oh my god! Isaac's laugh makes me want to do that instead, but I'm not gonna do that.
Just opens it up. He's got his back. Just opens it up. He's got his back turned. Just Donnie huffing it down there. Just tosses a spice bag long.
That wasn't my original idea. I just feel a little bad, so I was gonna be like, "Hey, are you selling your? I really liked your jam earlier. You have a stall open later for purchasing?"
He looks a little flustered and stressed about what had just happened. He goes, yes, it's a family recipe that we've been working on all year for, but yes, this one is actually, this is bad. It went bad or something like that. So this one, but yeah, no, this one here, we're really good at the, if that's what if you're looking for, it's the jam and tarts, it's what
Gotcha.
That's what I'm working on. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I'll probably pick some up after I'm done tasting all these jams. Just it's
Sounds
good.
Great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, come back anytime. All right.
And I catch back up with the group.
Okay.
Donnie cast invisibility, put spices
I'm
in.
not gonna lie. When you started laughing, I'm like, oh god, I could totally just throw more in there. I didn't because I would have felt extra bad. But
all right. The next few stalls that you guys are coming up to are the jam shots. It seems that most of these jams in here are mixed with varying types of alcohol, but it is still mostly jam, probably. So if you would like to partake of the jam shots, there are about 10 stalls of that, and you will be rolling versus, be getting drunk or not at this point.
I would like a long rest, please.
No.
Just kidding. I am gonna use shit. What the hell is it called? Harness Divine Power twice just to get 2 of my lesser restoration slots back.
Okie dokie. All right, who is partaking of the jam shots?
Oh,
Me and Coach.
Yep.
Abaddon will not.
Abaddon will not. Okay.
No.
Marco.
Abaddon's
will.
tap it out for the jam competition.
And while we're doing jam shots, I'm going to be wary of myself, and I would like to, before I get to a point where I would have trouble casting restoration, lesser restoration.
I mean, I think you already sound kind of drunk. Maybe you should.
Are you okay, Donnie? We haven't even got to the shot yet.
Mr. Smashman just going off in the corner.
Restoration.
Donnie's been secret drinking this whole time.
He's a dwarf, so.
You think I'm sober for D? No, I'm kidding.
Red, are you being part of the jam shots?
I am.
Okay, all right. Everyone who is partaking of the jam shots will need to be giving me a Constitution saving throw.
Against poison?
Oh no, Red!
Oh no!
I haven't been rolling very well today, guys. Hold on.
Wait. How long did it take for us to get to here?
I will still allow the bless to be up, but unfortunately, I'll get back to that in a second.
It's still in that one.
All right. Is this one for the food or is this one for overeating or poison?
This one's overeating.
Okay, I have stopped eating a while back, so.
Uh-huh.
Do you still want me to run a Constitution for that?
Oh, well, yours will be versus just the drinking then.
And that's against poison then.
So
advantage. How should we get 2?
Are we rolling against poison now? Grants?
Yes,
Yeah!
give me a roll against poison, Dongrave. Yes, you are at advantage.
20.
Okay.
Plus your best, Donnie.
So you don't feel intoxicated.
Yeah.
But for those that have been eating everything up to this point, Marco's looking a little queasy, but he's able to hold it in.
Hell yeah, Marco.
Dongrave, you're feeling really full at this point. You feel like you barely were able to get those ones down.
I'm a 13.
Unfortunately, Red, you see him, like, taking the shots. He's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh.
Don't puke, Red.
I don't feel great.
And then he gets to
Are
the
there judges
sixth
walking
one.
around?
Oh yeah, there's judges walking around.
They're the ones that catch us for barfing?
Yes, if you barf and they see you barf, they mark your card as you are disqualified.
Okay. Okay. So is Red gonna barf?
You see him pick up that 6th one, and he's looking a little pale for Red.
Okay, and this is from overeating, not from being drunk, right?
That is correct.
Okay, so if he looks like he's gonna start retching or dry heaving or anything,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy
Uh-huh.
and shout out something about someone wanting the pelt prize. Real loud.
Okay.
Just to try to get everyone's attention towards the pelt thing, so that Red can barf without getting seen.
Uh-huh.
There's still gonna be a puddle.
It's fine. We're just gonna move away. Don't worry, I'll take care of that part.
Prestidigitation, my man.
we got
I got you.
Hell yeah, let's go.
you.
So my goal is to make everyone kind of look towards the pelt area, like judges and everything, because they're gonna be like, "What? That's not right now. That's
It's later.
Okay, well then we're doing a deception check.
A loud one.
Am I eating?
Loud one. Well,
Well, Dongrave first, and then Abaddon, if you can quickly sweep it away.
Yeah, I'm casting prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
And it is instantly cleaner soil an object in no larger than 1 cubic foot. So I will clean a cubic foot of vomit.
Don't puke more than a foot.
Fast.
All right, Abaddon, go ahead and give me your deception roll if you can.
20.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
So, from above Red, a little bit like off to the side, you do see a judge kind of eyeing Red right now, but there's the intercom system up there that you've been hearing random things being shouted through today. So Dawngrave, your voice is coming through the intercom now.
Hell yeah.
Go ahead and you're talking about the Pelt Festival, right?
Yes.
All right. So you're talking about the Pelt Festival, and the winner is
it's last name Roch, first name Mike.
Roch.
Yeah.
Okay. And you see everyone confusedly looking up at the intercom system, and then everyone kind of looking at their card for the pelt competition, like those that were in part of it, and then they look back up. During this distraction, you guys see Red just turn and just all over the ground. And Abaddon, as quick as he possibly can, like, moves it under the stall. Like, under the curtain.
Oh, God!
It doesn't move it, it just
Please
cleans
don't let
it.
it go.
It cleans it? I don't know. Is
Yeah.
this
You
prestidigitation?
instantly
Can I
clean or
assist with
soil
that,
an
like-
object no larger than 1 cubic foot. You
Why are you
instantaneously clean it.
turning Abaddon into the puke
I just
vendor?
cleaned
I'm
a
also
There you go.
foot
gonna-
of grass.
I'm also gonna grab my cleansing orb and squeeze it to clean myself off real quick.
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right. So this happens in the span of 3 to 6 seconds.
Because we're back.
While you've distracted everyone, they look up and they're very confused about the pelt competition. And then Red does his thing and cleans himself off. And they look back down. And you see the judge that was eyeing Red looks him up and down again, checks the ground, keeps writing in his notes, and walks on.
Let's go, boys.
Hell yeah.
To the program.
So I'm at Red. Red, are you doing okay? Do you want to keep going? Like, I'm not gonna be upset if you want to stop.
It's okay, I have room now.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Good lord.
All right.
We are
Red
at-
finishes the rest of the jam shots.
We are despicable.
All right, the next area is the jam, frozen pops, and ice cream. So in this particular area, you see that there is a sorcerer who is keeping this vat cold. It looks like they put some jam into like these little tube things, put some sticks into them. They're clean sticks, mind you. They look like they've been kind of shaved into like a flat surface to easily hold on to. And then they put it inside this like tub-looking thing, and they're casting freeze or something on it. And they pull it back out, and they're frozen now. So you have these little jam pops is what they call them. And there's different flavors of those. A couple different people are doing that here. And then these guys over here, they're having like these ice cream, which is like a milk, sugar, and jam mixture that they're mixing together over here. It's all frozen, and they put it in like these little scoops of some kind of like fried pancake or something like that they're handing out right now. And that is where you guys currently are. So
so while we're in the frozen area,
yeah.
I'm gonna be keeping like a real close eye on everyone that's tasting the stuff here.
Sure. Give me a, let's see, with that, are you going to
Perception?
be, well, perception or investigation? Are you, because you're standing back a little bit, right? Kind of
I'm
watching
trying to
everything.
perceive anyone from having like a real adverse reaction to one of these cold things.
Okay, sure. Give me perception then.
Can I also vie for advantage since I got a hint from Edai?
Sure.
$19.
Okay. While you guys are going stall to stall, you do notice that in this one jam pop stall, there's this little cute girl who's doing the jam pops here. So like she's like a small little sorceress kind of character, and she's cute and she's got like blonde hair and everything. And she's like, hi, my name is Sarah. I became a sorcerer this year, so this I can only cast the small spells, but this is my grandma's recipe, and I think it tastes really good on popsicles. And so she pulls it out, and it's like this strange reddish purple hue, but everyone's kind of like not really paying attention because it's a little kid giving it to them, so they take the popsicle.
Oh, and her name was Sarah?
Sarah.
Like the little blonde Sarah that we rescued, her mom was killed?
No.
Oh.
Different Sarah.
Red's like, huh?
Sarah's a common name.
How'd you get over here?
This is Sarah with a Y.
What? Where?
There's a Y in Sarah?
There's a Y in her name. Just don't question it.
Why?
Sarah with a Y. So she pulls these jam pops out, and Dawngrave, you notice that they take a bite, and after they leave that stall and they go to the next one, and they're kind of looking at the next stall, they take the next one and they lick it, and then you see their face kind of go, "Ooh, this is awful," but you can tell that some of them get that look and emotion before they eat the one at the next stall. So, if you weren't paying close enough attention, it may have been that stall over there. That could be the bad one, but you can tell that it's probably this one with the little girl. That might be the bad stall.
I'm going to share this with my comrades, and then I'm going to go do whatever I need to do to skip that stall.
Okay, so you go up to her and you basically show her the card and be like, "We'd like to skip this one," and she'll like take her marker and then she uses her color on the back of the card where it says skip, and then she stamps her own stall. So the two matching stamps are on the skipped one and her stall. So you still have the stamp for her stall, but she is using up your skipped stall slot.
How does she react? Is she upset? Have I hurt her feelings?
She gives you a sly smile and she goes,
Good.
"Yep, it's okay."
Do you let all of us know that too?
He did.
Oh yeah. I told you guys.
Oh, okay.
I told you guys that this was probably the stall to skip. I'm gonna offer up some spicy powder for her to just if she wants.
She'll be like, "Oh, that sounds really interesting.
Yeah,
Thank
spicy
you.
icy. Spicy icy.
Yeah, let's try that for sure."
I give her the rest that I had on me, which isn't a lot, but
okay.
I'm not keeping it on me.
She will accept.
Before everyone, after everyone leaves, can I just ask for one? I'm just gonna pocket it in my pocket. No, I'm not doing that again. Never mind. Never mind. I'm gonna take one, but I'm not gonna eat it right away.
Okay, you see sorry. You see Avalon take the popsicle, and then he opens his bag and goes, "Wait."
It's like a flashback moment. I'm like, "No, don't do it. Don't do it. I did this last time, and it royally fricked my bag up. I ruined everything in my bag."
So you are now holding an icy pop in your hand right now.
Mm-hmm.
It will eventually start to melt.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna use my own cold spell to keep it cold.
Okay. All right. I was just wanting to make sure you're not walking around with it dripping down your arm. Okay.
No, I got you.
All right. So at the end of the cold section, I need everyone to give me another Constitution saving throw.
We're still feeling it, right?
Oh yeah.
Are we still blessed, or do I need to use?
You are no longer blessed. No.
I use another spell slot.
Isaac, knowing that from the old lady, tell him he actually would have skipped the ice cream, the cold section.
I tell you, I've got room. I'm set. 24.
Excellent.
19. Abaddon, are you rolling against being full?
I wasn't eating a lot, but she said everybody, so I just rolled anyways.
That's fine. He's eating a little bit here and there. His saving threshold is lower than the rest of yours. As you guys are eating, it is raising. But this one, you guys are good. It seems like all the cold stuff's kind of sitting really well in your stomach. There's nothing weird going on with it. So yeah, you guys pass through the cold section without any issue. The next section is the fruit roll-up section, or the dried leather jam section. It seems that most of them have taken the jam that they have created, put it onto these flat surfaces, and then let it dry in the sun. And then they cut it into little sheets, and now each of those sheets are between little pieces of wax paper, and then they hand them to you, and the different flavors of jam as well. So at this point, you guys take the different sheets. These ones are much easier to go down. There's not like heavy bread or anything to kind of handle with it. So you go through a couple of these stalls with different dried types of jam. Some of them have like jalapenos in them. Some of them still have like the thick pieces of fruit in them. But most of them have been boiled down to a nice thin strip of the jerky jam.
The Jamkey.
Jamkey, there you go.
Jamkey.
You guys. The next section is the jam and meats. In this particular section, you see varying types of meats that are being cooked with like maybe pieces of chicken or pork or beef with large portions of jam placed on top. Now, the jam appears to have been heated or sauteed a little bit and put on top of the meats as well. Now, they're not like whole servings, right? It's like little pieces that you would get. Because they're not going to give you whole servings of everything to make you literally throw up. So you get little bitty pieces of everything, like a little bitty taster sample in all of these different areas there. The chicken and blackberry jam one's pretty good. And then there's also like a chicken and cherry. And then there's like a beef and elderberry, which is pretty good too. So there's a couple different variations there for you. Now, at the end of the meat section, there is like a honey glazed ham with jam on top of it. That one smells really good. They still give you just like the little taster sample, but at the end of the honey glazed ham one, I need you all to give me another Constitution saving throw for anybody who participated in that entire section.
What about just part of it?
Bless?
Your bless is still up.
Okay.
What about just part of it? Because I just want to try the ham one.
Sure. If you're just in part of it, you can still roll for me, but I'll put you at a lower.
20.
19.
Excellent.
How's Marco holding up?
He is like a champ right now. I've been rolling for each
Hell
section,
yeah.
and he's looking like his belly is extended a little bit, right? But he's been holding up pretty well with everything. Like, he skipped the stall that you all were in. But yeah, he's kicking it like a champ. You guys are like 70% of the way through everything at this point. So it is pretty much smooth sailing from here to the end. You would have lost one person, but you hit it, so you know.
Oh, we did a fantastic job.
Major
Just imagine
plays
that
here.
entire bit was like in that one movie where like they're trying to hide the ace from the security guards.
Yeah, it's exactly that. With just red puking.
All right. So the next section are the jam pies. It seems like everybody has taken like their different variations of the pie crust, completely filled them with jams, and then baked them. So everything in this area here is just baked pies with jam filling. There's a lot of different flavors in here. You got the elderberry, the blackberry, the blueberry, raspberry, strawberry, rhueberry pies.
How much more do we actually see?
I'm
Like,
sorry?
if I was just gonna kind of lean down a little bit and kind of look down the way and see how much more jams there are.
After the pies, it looks like there's a bunch of drinks. So there's like a smoothies, and then there's jam drinks after that, and then it kind of looks like there's jam syrups after that, but that's the end. You're almost there. You can see the end in sight.
I was gonna hold off because he kind of wants to try the drinks a little bit, so he's gonna kind of walk around a little bit and try to make room.
Sure. All right, so you guys are consuming these varying types of jam pies in front of you. This person says this one's an apple jam. It just tastes like apple pie, to be completely honest with you. But yeah, so you guys have all of these pies on here. Are there any pies that you guys are adverse to? Like, is there a certain kind of flavor or anything that you're not really feeling at this point?
Yeah, we gotta eat them all. So, or
I'll
I
eat like pastry type deals.
Gotta eat them all. I'm not. Real life me isn't a big pie guy, so. Unless it's sweet potato pie. Oh fuck.
That is not a jam. You guys are kind of getting over sugared at this point because most jams have high sugar concentrate.
You have to roll against diabetes? What the hell?
No, you're feeling the sugar rush in the back of your head right now by eating so much sugar in this particular festival. Anybody who participated in all of the pie eating section, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Are we blessed?
I'll eat the pies.
Who are... Let me... High or low?
Hi, how are you?
You are no longer blessed.
Everyone's blessed.
Okay.
I hope you don't have to get one today, guys.
Guys, my luck has officially run out.
Oh, you guys, I don't know that we could pull another one off.
9.
I've barely eaten much, man. No, that's a 12. I don't know if that
mine
passed
went to
me,
a 9, so at 9 plus 4, 13 plus another 3, a 16 technically.
Wait, how? What?
Somebody's dice knocked mine into a 9,
not
a 1.
That's not
truth.
Dongrave, you're great. Marco, let me check. Marco is fantastic. He's looking, his belly's very swole, but he seems okay. Unfortunately, Red is not doing very good. He's getting that look again as he'd gotten before. So you guys are at the first pie and then the second pie. And Abaddon, you're struggling a little bit. You're okay, but you're struggling a little bit. You do not eat this much food. So you can probably tap out before it gets too bad if you want to. But
Abaddon would.
Yeah. Red's still pushing though, and you see him about to hurl. Is there any shenanigans this time round?
I don't think I'm gonna get away with interrupting the speaker again.
Can I just like tap out and not puke on myself, please?
Sure. If you want to tap out, you can totally tap out.
I will tap out.
Okay.
Great job, Red. You really gave it your all.
I don't really care for pie.
Yeah, I feel that.
Just makes Red disappear.
Your in-game character doesn't care for pie either.
Invisibility. Poof.
Okay. So Marco and Dongrave are still in the running. Each of you has eaten everything minus the one you guys blacklisted. And you are down to the last 3 types of stalls. There's the jam smoothies, where it looks like they mix it into like a juicy type thing where you can just drink it. Different ones, but it's little drink cups. So no alcohol in these particular ones, but you can try them. They're a lot smaller than the other stalls. Nothing like heavy in your stomach. So you're sipping them all through here. It's doing great. These taste pretty good. Nothing too crazy, just different jams with different flavors in them. This one's actually banana. Really have banana further down, but sure, somebody somehow got jam banana. So that's this one here.
Jammin.
But you guys are good with those ones there. The next section are jam drinks. It looks like these have been like the jam has been sitting in an in a giant glass jar with a lid on top. It's been being fused with the sunlight, so you go up there with your cup, you pour a little bit into your cup, and you sip it. And it's actually very refreshing, this particular section. So most of these drinks are very fruity flavored, of course. But it's mostly just to kind of help you guys wash down what you've already eaten. That's why the drinks are at the end instead of in the middle. And so this section, you guys are pretty good. And then you get to the final section. And it looks like all of these ones here are different flavors of syrups that they have been distilled from different jams that they have created. And they pour them on different types of pastries. And so these ones are like some little bitty like pancake looking things, like little quarter-sized pancake looking things. and you get like a little bit of syrup on each one of those. So it's got this, this cute little dessert on here to try those out. Once you guys get to the end of the jam syrup section, one last Constitution saving throw, and if you win, you have beaten the eating competition.
Are we still blessed?
High or low?
No, like my chances of being blessed.
You are still blessed, barely.
Hell yeah, let's go, Marco.
All right.
No!
Oh, Marco also rolled low.
I got a 7. Nimbus, please do something. I'm praying to
Divine
Nimbus.
intervention.
Help me keep it down.
Divine intervention. Roll it.
Damn it. I don't get it to the next level.
Aw.
At this point, you and Marco get to that last little stall there, and he is not able to hold it in. He's been holding it real good this whole time, but he gets to those last few bits there with the jam syrup, and he's just like, I can't do it, Dongrave, I can't do it. You gotta finish it for us. You gotta do it for us.
I'm trying.
Does he get inspiration?
And with Marco tapping out, you feel like everything is left on you. All of your friends have tapped out. You even hid one of them tapping out early, and you get inspiration. Go ahead and give me one more D20. Roll a Constitution to see if you can pass this last little bit. And you feel the energy of all of your friends behind you pushing you through, and you get that last bite, and the person just, excellent. He tasks your card, and your entire card is filled out.
Hell yeah.
You're the only one that has passed everything. Marco's there, and he's just like, oh, good job, man. I couldn't do it. Ugh.
How many exactly did Marco get?
He had 98 stamps.
Good news, you don't have to run with Isaac.
Right?
Well, not for not eating enough anyway. You know how Isaac is.
I mean, how much longer do we got?
I imagine
it doesn't end with us.
Off, right?
It doesn't end with us. I mean, we just wait a little bit for food to digest for Marco. They can finish up the last two.
Oh, he hurled already, so he's out.
Oh,
Yeah.
did he hurl?
Yeah, he gave up. He
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about taking breaks.
Now you guys powered straight on in. I mean, you didn't say you took a break, so there we are. All right. Dongrave, you have your fold-out card. And
Hell yeah.
I'm assuming you take it straight to the person to check out, essentially.
I absolutely do.
All right. So you swagger your way over to the receptionist over there.
I swagger very gently.
Swagger over, pukes on the table.
You swagger with it, like holding your stomach a little bit, but you're still, your whole head held high as you're very confident and everything, and you're like, all right, book on table. And she goes, yes. Oh, did you finish?
I've done it.
You've done it. Oh, thank goodness. That's amazing. You are the first one today that has gotten through every single section on there. Congratulations. Let me just verify for you. And she takes your book and flips through it, checks all the seals on there to make sure they are correct and nothing been forged. She goes, perfect. Here is your 10 gold back. Congratulations on winning the pie.
Oh, 10 gold.
Yeah, it was 10 gold. You get 10 times back.
I didn't know that. I thought I just got my gold back.
Nope. If you are able to fully finish the entire set, you get 10 times your amount back.
Nice.
You profited 4 gold. Congrats.
Look, it was all good fun.
Yes.
It was. I loved it.
So you all have finished this section on here. About this time, you do hear on the intercom that they are finishing grading the pelt competition at this point. If you guys want to head on over to that direction.
Yeah, we'll head over that way.
So you guys gently swagger over to the pelt competition. And you were just in time to see them pulling out Red's pelt, which is a lot bigger than everyone else's pelt, I'm just gonna say. And you see them kind of pull it out, and it's like, when they unroll it, it's like this, as everything is like, the pelt is shining. It's like it's been, you think the guy maybe washed it, it's glimmering, and it's just, The judges are in awe after this pelt, and they look at it and they go, a dire rabbit? Where did you get a dire outside the town? Oh, that's not good. Maybe the guards should go look at that. Listen, guards, listen, they got this pelt outside the town. We need to go look at that. Yeah, they mark everything, and this one was like near the end of everything. Is the other pelts after Red's pelt are of no comparison. So they get on there and they get on the intercom and say, yes, Gav's red son? Was that your name? Please come
hey,
to
you
the
won,
pelt
Red.
competition.
Well,
Pick up your
shit.
prize.
Hell yeah.
And then they call out like 2 other names, but they're not first place in the end. And so you walk over there. And in front of you, you see this lovely little lady, and she says, "Hi, my name's Liz. I'm the High Cleric of this town. I'm here with all of my, brethren, and we're helping everyone in the competition. And so the first place prize this year is actually a trip to our temple, to where you'll get to spend a day being pampered in the spa. We have holy waters in there, things like that. And basically, you'll just be like given a whole day at our temple to get rejuvenated with anything that, might have been holding you back throughout this time. Yeah.
Just hear Isaac in the back there. Release.
What did you say?
Wait, is it just one person?
That's the person who won is just the one person and another of their choice. So if it's like a +1 situation.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Red's gonna get pampered?
Oh, okay.
Right, if you don't want, I'll take it. I've experienced these before while working for the churches back in Overfly.
Yes.
It's a real good time.
Who's the church to?
Who's the what? Who do they worship?
It's not your god, Red.
Yeah. Just do it and enjoy yourself. Take a lease with you. Come on, live a little.
Thank you for this.
You're welcome. Thank you. And may the blessings of Saloon be upon you.
Yeah, leases?
Yes.
No, that's hers, Lylander.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can't keep them all straight.
I heard something about a relic.
Oh yes, and there's this here, and she like hands you like this little statue, and it's a tiny little statue of the goddess, and it's now this one here, you keep this on your person, and it's supposed to bring you good luck throughout the year. It's something that we make at the temple,
Really a relic then, is it?
Well, it's more of a trophy rather than a relic. They kind of hyped it up in the flyer, but it's nice. It's nice.
Is there a jam eating trophy as well?
For those that are in the jam eating competition, your prize is the money you get back once you've.
I guess that's fair. They'd have to make a lot of trophies. There's a lot of people with it.
Right.
All right.
But thank you guys so much for participating. This is a beautiful pelt. I saw that it was a dire rabbit. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I'll give you a couple gold for it.
Are you asking me that? I don't own the pelt. This gentleman here owns the pelt.
As I was saying, no, Red. I'll give you a couple gold for it. That looks like it make a good blanket.
I have plans for it already.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
But yes, so please come to the temple either tonight or tomorrow morning, once you've had some time to rest, if that's what you want, and we can get your spa day underway. Or it's good if you wanted to pass by through this town another time. You do look like travelers, so your coupon, for lack of a better word, will be good for up to a year.
Oh, okay. Well,
Isaac's gonna look over at Elise. Does she got any emotion going on when she hears all the spa stuff? When she's got any of the spa talk going on?
Instead of the spa portion of it, you see her face has like a dark look to it as she's looking at this high priestess up and down. As the high priestess is like talking to Red super nonchalantly and like giving him a once over. So Elise looks jealous as all heck.
oh, Red, get back here. Red, get back here.
Well,
So,
I will keep this statue close to me. Thank you.
excellent. And you can come by the church anytime. We do love seeing anybody who's willing to do a little bit of work. And that pelt was such a fantastic find. Maybe, if you ever need some more money, we can help you find, work around the temple if you are interested.
Oh, he's dead.
I mean, I'm not unused to working.
Sure.
Come on, Red.
Come by any time. We'll be waiting for you. Oh, is that what's that symbol on your chest there? Are you all part of Spark?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, I've recognized that. Your good deeds have traveled out this far. Did you know that you guys are your entire organization is known for helping out smaller towns, and you've been killing undead left and right? That's really amazing. Good job.
Well, I like to kill monsters. There's a lot of them out there.
Well, if you do show that you are part of Spark, your reputation precedes you. I'm sure some of the stall keeps might even give you a discount.
Oh, you can just pay for the spa services, right? You don't have to have a special ticket.
Oh, yes, for sure. You can definitely come there and just buy a spa day. If you all want to come over, you get the 2 for free, but then the rest of your party can come as well.
I would like to do the tiniest of insight checks when she's like recognizing us working for Spark and making sure she's actually excited about us for being Spark and not like,
oh, you're Spark.
I need to talk to my supervisor because
Sure.
He's actually the dead guy or something.
Give me an insight check.
As once again, Red gets stabbed by a
18.
lady at a festival.
She actually seems genuinely interested.
Okay, radical.
So, like,
You're not gonna cut my hair, are you?
Why would we cut your hair, silly?
I don't know.
Is that something that happens often?
No,
Does he look like he gets haircuts often?
He's not used to nice things. Please ignore him.
Ah, I see.
He's good. He's good-hearted though.
That is fair. Well, if you guys are needing anything at all, again, just pop by any time. We're happy to have you at our temple.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. And she will give you the pelt back, right? So you guys can have that pelt to do with what you wish.
Is she flirting with him, or
Oh,
is it...
yeah, but Red's not noticing at all.
Yeah, but on that one, I kind of see that. I'm like,
Yeah, but Red doesn't notice, and I didn't even tell Red she was flirting because he wouldn't have noticed anyway. The rest
Red
of you noticed.
never noticed that.
Yeah.
Glances at 8 charisma. You have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
me with my plus 20, I'm like, oh, Red.
As Elise is about to commit murder.
I like
Elise
Padley's
noticed.
shoulder. I like Padley's shoulder. It's like, I don't think he knows. It's all right.
That's my fuzzy red creature. You leave him alone.
So,
full disclosure, guys, I didn't really care if I won. I don't really want the spa day. That sounds awful.
Why don't you just go take it?
Yeah,
you take Elise with you, man.
You can always try. Have you ever been to a spa?
No.
It is
I don't
quite
know what it
nice.
is.
Try it once before you say you dislike it. I said I disliked it. I tried it. It's very lovely.
Imagine having a bath, but you don't have to do any of the work.
Exactly.
There's gonna be people in the bath with me.
Well,
no.
maybe.
I guess it depends on what spa type it is. I don't think this one has other people in it.
This is a church spa, so I'm going to assume that everything's on the wholesome.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac's just gonna lean in and
It
goes,
smells
"Look."
nice, and you get to relax.
Isaac's gonna lean in and whisper, like, look, I know you're not getting it. Just do it to make Elise happy. And take her.
Okay.
Yeah, good. He slaps him. Like both arms are good job. It'll be good. See, at least he's taking you to the spa with him.
I'm very excited. That'll be fun.
Yeah, see, there you go, Red. She's very excited.
That sounds like an interesting episode where Red has to deal with flirtatious spa woman with Elise around. Or whatever.
Hold that thought. Tell me about this pickaxe.
Oh boy.
So as you guys are kind of chatting and walking along, you did walk into the outer portion of the festival where most people are selling wares at this point. So there is a little bit of food and stuff, but this is the section where people are actually buying stuff and selling stuff. So this is where you guys currently are as you're walking out of the food portion, like the competition section, into the vendor section of this festival right now. Now that you guys are here, is there anything specific you're kind of looking for at the festival? There's lots of different stalls on here. If you look down here, it looks like there's like an archery thing where you can you pay a little bit of gold, you get to borrow their equipment, see if you can shoot the target. If you shoot the target, you could win a small prize, which is like a little hand-carved statue or something like that. This one here looks like they have a bunch of tools and weapons that you can kind of hand make. This one here is just normal old tools and kitchen utensils. Lots of nice sharp knives to use for the kitchen stuff, or a pickaxe for digging or picklocking, etc.
Wondering about this guy over here who's just begging to be robbed.
Which guy? Oh. Yeah, I don't know why there's gold there. Just ignore that.
Dude's just some nobles over there just flaunting his wealth. He's like, I don't sell anything. I just put my gold out for display.
I'm gonna refresh real quick.
Okay. I'm assuming he couldn't see the map.
There was no map to be seen.
Oh no.
I
It's
would
here
like
now.
to go over here, actually.
I would like to find the guy whose jam I ruined.
Okay.
Here.
Oh, you can go back before you guys left that area, sure.
Oh, I didn't know if he was selling here or where he was selling his jams at. So I want to go to wherever he's selling his jams.
Well, he has to stay in the competition section for people who are still trying to do the competition. So if you wanted to buy stuff from him, you'll probably have to wait until well into the evening.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll wait till then.
Okay.
Are there any drinking bugs that have been carved or kind of nice looking?
I'm sorry. Did you say drinking bug?
Yeah, bugs
Mug.
to drink with.
Oh, mug.
Sorry, I mumble sometimes.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
yeah,
mug. M-U-G.
Okay, I was just really confused. I was like, I'm pretty sure he didn't say bug, but I have to verify because all
Do we have any drinking bugs? Like I could really use a nice
drinking.
I was thinking like
Bug
a little jeweled like scarab kind of thing with like a cork on it that you could put your drink
Just a
into.
beetle. It's an actual bug somebody wrangles up. It's basically a living wineskin.
Oh no.
As I make great magical items now.
This is no.
Looks like one of them.
No.
Looks like one of them honey ants. Just the butt expands for alcohol or whatever.
You know, that's a cool theme, but it's disgusting.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right. So you do find a stall that kind of does mugs and things like that if that's what you're looking for. Sure, there's lots of people who hand carve stuff here. This particular section is kind of like a craft fair. You know, people are selling the things that they've made to anybody who is currently participating in the festival.
Yeah, I'll pick one up for Melody.
Sure, you pick one up for Melody.
And if there's any place with a cute bracelet or something that'll fit her wrist, I'll pick one up as well.
Okay.
How much I owe you?
Everything here is made at craft fair prices, so I don't know.
600 gold.
4 or 5 silver pieces, nothing too crazy.
All right.
These are just people trying to make a quick little buck at, you know, a festival kind of thing.
Yeah. And I'll put the items away.
Sure. I'm going to scoot you guys further down the street a little bit as you are walking your way down, looking at all the stuff and the things. As Red, you're looting at the loots there in front of you, right? That's what you're kind of looking at?
Yeah.
You guys are hearing some commotion coming down from the direction that you guys had recently walked. So further down the way, you hear some commotion, and you see some people running from the food portion of the festival towards your festival. As you turn around to kind of take a look, you see something you have not seen in quite some time. And, I'm gonna need everyone, not just yet, but you will be needing to roll me initiatives as you see that I said not yet. I don't have your thing set up. Hold on.
Sorry. I roll initiative.
It's okay.
Felt it.
So you remember these little things from the sewers back in early Wolverfly. They look like disgusting, like undead creatures with like a hand with a mouth on it with the bulbous legs and like bulbs on their back that are oozing pus all over the place. They are gross and disgusting, and they are currently coming down the street towards all of the people. You remember them. They are called Rudderkins, and that is where we are going to be fighting them. Do you guys need a break before combat?
I could use a bathroom break.
Okay, let's take a short 5-minute break. You guys take a bathroom break or whatever you need. We'll come right back, and then we will start combat as these Rudderkins are making their way towards the stall section. Boop.
Could you guys do the segmented?
Huh?
Like, I know there was a thing you could like plot. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh, hey! The NPCs have their random naming conventions again.
Oh, yay.
They fixed that. All of the enemies have stuff on them now. That's funny. Not that you guys can see it, but... Actually, I could change that. That'd be funny. Hang on.
Are we back?
We are not currently back. We're waiting on the Isaac.
I have returned.
WB.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Isaac, are you back? Wow. Is everyone back but Isaac?
I'm back.
I am also back. Backstreet's back, all right.
Okay. And we will go ahead and take out my break time. And we will get Isaac up in here. All right. Red, you already rolled initiative. I will keep that initiative for you.
Cool.
I think I specifically requested not having any fights today, actually.
Did you?
If you recall.
I don't remember that at all.
Oh.
Alright, go ahead and give me a quick initiative roll, please. Wait, why is it not taking it in the combat? What?
Neat.
Whoa.
Oh, that's cool.
We'll just ping each other.
I'm very confused why it's not...
I rolled a 40.
No, the 20.
I mean, I can see you.
No, that's not what I rolled. It's 40.
Fred and Abaddon, what are your guys' defense?
My dex is 14.
Mine's
Red?
also 14.
Alright, well, I need you guys to give me a roll off.
We do this every time.
Just a d20,
Roll the
Red.
dice.
Yeah, it's just not rolling.
Oh my god.
Well.
Oh my
How
god.
about I go first?
I'm alive.
Alright.
You just wasted that.
Yeah.
What?
I want to go first.
What am I doing?
Why'd you roll a percentile, Red?
Because I want to go first.
Red, roll me a d20.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. That's
That
the
is
wrong one.
also not a
that one was
d20.
that one was genuinely a mistake. Okay.
Okay, Abaddon's going first. But why is my combat tracker broken?
Yeah.
Hang on.
I have not rolled yet.
No, that's okay.
I'm gonna try rolling again and see if it adds it to it.
Okay.
Nope.
Why is it broken? Okay, well, we knew something had to break today.
Oh, they added the ping thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That is
I don't
cool.
understand. Ah!
Oh.
I think I fixed it.
Oh, there's
I mean,
a
there's
lot of
me and
civilians here,
Red.
guys.
Red is higher than me.
Kath's whole thing was basically making us all overeat. That way we could fight at disadvantage.
Okay, Isaac, what was your number at?
I have not rolled yet.
Okay, go ahead and roll for me.
Yep, that's pretty Isaac. I got a 9. I don't know why it's saying 6.
You have an
Your
8
initiative's
on
a
mine.
+2. You rolled a 6.
Oh, okay. I swore that was okay.
Wait, here we go. Oh, yes. Okay. Dongrave, what was your number? I'm sorry.
40? I think it was 7, actually. Yeah, 7.
7. Update. There we go. Is everybody's number correct in the thing?
I think Abaddon's supposed to go in front of me.
Yep.
Ah, okay. Okay. And then Isaac, you're going before Elise. Okay. And Marco and the Rudderkins are going last because I rolled low for them. Okay. All right. This is great. Okay, so as far as the field is going, there are a lot of civilians. Currently, most of those civilians are attempting to flee toward you. So, you know, there's a lot of people in your way that are trying to get away from the creatures. Abaddon, you are the top of the order.
That was a little creepy. I watched everybody do that. Just I was like, oh.
It's fine. Don't question it. All right, Abaddon, what's the plan? You see a whole bunch here. There's some up top too, and some down below that you can kind of catch through the trees.
So far, this is 90. Okay.
Oh shit! There's a bunch of these little things, aren't there?
I heard that.
Imagine not cursing.
I tried to be smart. I tried to stop. I tried to be stopping that for you, because you know I will cuss like a sailor, and I feel bad about it.
It's okay.
Why? Just words.
Because Kath is a nice person, and I try not to bring her stream down by being here.
Oh shit!
Well, she has me around on occasion, so.
I will move 15 feet forwards.
Okay.
And then 15 feet up in the air. So I'll pull up my wings. Which I normally don't like doing, but I'll do it so people can run by me.
Okie dokie, you're flying.
And then I will fire a where is it? A scorching ray at 5th level.
Okay. To which ones?
Donnie, make the locust.
I'm gonna do 2, 2, and 2.
Okay.
So we'll go bottom up.
Got it. Go ahead and roll me your damage.
Am I rolled a hit first?
Oh, right.
That's
Sorry.
A 12.
A 12. Well.
Political townie.
A 12 does hit. Go ahead.
Very cool. Okay, so first guy again. Frick!
Please don't shoot the civilians.
Nice, fine. Gonna blow everybody up. It's okay.
If there's no witnesses, they can't report us.
Like boom.
Wow. Okay. Got it. 10 damage. Go.
What? That's not the damage.
The 10 was not the damage, or was that? That was hitting. I'm sorry.
That's a natural 1,
well,
Kath.
I see. Sorry. I was putting the numbers on my sheet for their hit points. Okay.
This is the damage to the first guy.
I understand now. I am up to par that we are attacking civilians. I got it. Okay.
Not trying to attack civilians, but sure. Yep. That's what's happening.
With your natural 1, please high or low?
Low. I'm always thinking with low. I don't care if it ends me.
A chance that we're allowed back in this town again.
Roll damage for that shot, please.
Oh, frickin' son of a biscuit.
Donnie, get the diamond.
They have a church in town.
Ah, great. 10.
All right. Abaddon. For your second scorching ray, you feel the energy in your hands backfire, and you are taking that damage instead. It basically shoots back in your own face. So obviously you still have your abilities, so that minus whatever is how much damage you are taking to the face.
It's half damage.
There you go.
Ow. Okay. I'd rather that than a civilian.
Yeah.
Don't do it again.
I'm not gonna try to. Okay, but yeah, 12. So
I got it.
This guy took a combined of 12.
Got it.
Second guy, the second one hits. I'm gonna push damage into it.
14
extra
hits.
Damage. The extra 5 damage.
The 27 definitely hits. So give me your damage for that guy.
So 9 plus 15.
Got it.
24.
Okay. And then the third guy.
Third guy. I did not mean to roll damage. I meant to roll the hit. That's on me.
That hits.
That hit. Okay. So 6 damage plus maybe some more damage.
Yep, that hits.
Yes. So 6 plus 10 is 16.
Got it. Okay.
And then I will look behind me and I will say, you've got this, Red. Go at him, and I will give Red bardic inspiration.
Ooh, thank you.
Is that bonus action?
Yep, it's a bonus action.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right, so that is the end of the Abaddon's turn. Red, go. What is the plan, my man?
Well, can't do too much, so I'm going to movement.
Yep.
Action.
Okay.
And fleet foot for my ranger. Bonus action.
Okay.
Here. And I'm just trying to make as much noise as possible to get all of them coming to me.
You're essentially trying to say, hey, here, and get them away from the people, right?
Yes.
Okay. Roll me. Let's see. You can do intimidation or persuasion to try to get them to you.
So if I use intimidation, can I use my strength modifier instead?
No. Because that would scare them away instead of towards you.
Both are wins.
Okay.
What a time to get it.
You have attracted every one of their attentions. All of them are looking at you.
I'm gonna get it.
Is that the end of your turn, good sir?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
All right. Next up, Isaac.
Isaac's going to start just walking up like here.
Uh-huh.
Just walking up there. He's like, we never get a blasted day off. He's just walking up there. He is pissed at this point. While he's doing this, you're going to start seeing him use his Giant's Might. So you just start seeing him slowly get larger as he's coming towards them.
Okay.
And so yeah, Giant's Might from a bonus action. I used all the way to get there.
Yep.
And I would like to just yell at them and see if I can intimidate them.
Sure. So they're currently zeroed in on Red. Like, they're going to go tear Red apart. Your intimidation does not overpower Red's persuasion, because Red got a...
I met him. Can I be equally?
Fine. They are also interested in you.
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, the townies nearby are beginning to flee as fast as they can.
Dwarf get big. Just stomp, 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 stomp.
Anyway, so this is going to take me a while. After that, it's Elise's turn. She's going to bless everybody.
At least like, oh, we fighting. Bless.
Okay. All of these people are trying to flee. Flee for their lives. Okay. Abaddon, Dawngrave, Isaac and Red, you guys are all blessed from Elise. That is her turn. And it is Dawngrave's turn.
Yes, it's me, Dawngrave.
No, that's not bliss. Sorry. I didn't mean to paralyze you. There you go. Wait, hang on.
Okay, holding, waiting.
Holding.
Elise does have to move forward. Oh, she can't reach Red.
Would she be more interested in making sure that Red got it?
She couldn't reach Red either way.
No.
Because she's already moved 25. Red's 10 away. So, unfortunately, Red cannot get blessed. I apologize.
Fine.
Red was too quick.
Hold on. That one of those is my bardic inspiration.
Okay. That's fine. Okay. All right, Dungrave. Sorry, go ahead.
It's quite all right. So I'm looking at these cranky boys.
Yes.
Is there any humans in or around them?
No, all of the humans have fled, and they are currently zeroing in on Red and Isaac.
Delicious.
Where's the circle? Where's your lotus?
Wait, why isn't it? This is not the play. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I need to scooch it. I just needed to see the squares. What's in these two stalls?
This one appears to be somebody's pie and cheese. Then you can't tell what's in this one.
About to be a bunch of locusts.
Yeah, the
That's
locusts will probably eat those foods.
Oh, they only eat creatures, it says. Each creature must... Okay. Well, then I cast Insect Plague upon that location.
Insect Plague!
Oh, I'm so sorry. This is a 20-foot sphere.
I can just make it 20. Oh, okay. You just cast it on that poor tree. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, like that.
Okay, perfect. So you have cast it. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn, sir?
They take damage now.
Yes. Okay. Go ahead and give me your damage. Ooh!
30.
This one dies. This one is severely wounded. This one is also severely wounded. And the rest of these are half. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
You thought I was out of spell slots.
I'm honestly surprised you still had a combat spell in there. Okay. All right, Dongrave
and then
summons...
I'm going to take a few steps forward.
Few steps forward? Okay. Red and Isaac, you see Dongrave summon his locust swarm in front of you, and it just starts tearing these guys apart.
Oh, man.
I mean, they were already gross, but now they look even more gross as they're biting and chewing on them.
Them's the break sometimes.
All right. Marco, it's your turn.
Do a thing, Marco.
He's probably still pretty full.
He is very full.
He did puke, though.
Closer. That's as much as he can do, though, so... It is the enemy's turn at this point. So, from the south, you see two of them pop out of these trees over here, coming up at you. These ones up here that are in the locust swarm are going to get out. Oh, you're dead. Sorry, hang on.
Sorry, I looked away for 2 seconds. Where did those two from the south come from?
They came from down here.
There.
They've been there.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. I did not see them.
It's okay.
The trees.
The tweez, yes. This one's gonna...
Is that difficult terrain?
Is it difficult?
Is what difficult terrain?
Your locust?
I don't believe so. Let me
I don't
read
believe
real
they count
quick.
as difficult.
It is lightly... The spheres or areas difficult terrain.
Oh, so they can only move half.
Half speed.
Okay, these ones can still get to you, though. This one can definitely get out. This one can definitely get to you. This one can get there. This one can get there. This one can't get out. This one's trying, but struggling real hard. And then this one gets to the edge and can't quite get out. So not yet, but Dongrave, hold on for the damage on those particular ones there.
I'm so eager to click this button.
But first off, these ones here, they're all going to be attacking Red. Hi, Red. We're going to be chomping on you today. There's 4 of them here. These 4 Rudderkins are going to be attacking you with their bite attack. Oh, give me just one moment to give some rules there for you. Oh, that's not what that is. Hang on. Okay.
I got bad news for you, Red.
Does 21 hit you, Red?
Yes.
Okay. I know a 12 does not.
I'm sitting at a 17 right now.
Yeah. Okay. 2 of them hit you, 2 miss. I need you to roll me 2 Constitution saving throws.
There's this one.
Okay, you don't need to roll the next one.
Well,
You are poisoned.
Hold on. Will I be able to make what's the dice on my Bardic Inspiration?
It's a 1d4, isn't it, Abaddon?
Or what again? Sorry.
Bardic Inspiration. How big's the die?
Yeah, 1d6. Yep.
1d6.
Damn, dude, you really shuck that in there.
A 12 does not succeed.
Damn it.
Sorry. So you are now poisoned.
Was he not blessed or no?
He was.
No, Elise could not reach.
Elise couldn't reach him.
Okay.
Satch. So you are now poisoned. Sorry about that.
The poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison.
Yes, Cusco's poison.
Boys.
Poison.
A poison creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Just so you know. Now let me roll my damage.
That's a lot of dice she's picking up.
Shit. That's a lot of damage.
It was your last meal, son. Too bad you puked twice.
It was all jelly.
Gross.
Alright,
Red.
was a good one.
You are taking 27 points of damage as these things begin to bite and gnaw into you. And you feel sick and are now poisoned.
Nom 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 nom.
Ow.
Unfortunately, poison cannot be ended unless you take a long rest or somebody cures you of poison.
Good thing we have all these clerics running around.
Are the clerics over here, Kath, or are they the jam?
You do not
Are they
see
at the jamboree?
You do not see any clerics around here.
Tasting trail.
I hate you so much for that one. I respect it and hate you.
All right. Top of the order, Abaddon. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Dawngrave. Give me your damage for these ones.
Whee!
Okay. These all die.
Good.
Nice.
They couldn't quite get out of the locust swarm.
I do enjoy me a good AoE.
Yes. There you go.
AoE, best kind of E.
All right. We have top of the order is Abaddon, sir. You have just these 6 left next to Red. Sorry, I had to count.
All right, I'm using a 4th level scorching ray, I suppose.
Okie dokie.
And I will hit this one and then just keep moving down the line until they're dead. So I'm gonna start with the first one, and I'm gonna keep hitting him.
Okay. You are in the air.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's 2 today.
Where are you standing? What are you looking at?
I'm flying, and I'm looking literally directly down this line.
We need to get you some wands or something so you can stop relying on yourself.
Okay. So, unfortunately, there are people here in front of you, between you and the things. I am rolling high or low.
Low. Like Loha, you know? Aha.
Dawngrave, high or low?
Oh, boy.
Low, like the rolls he gets constantly.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
This was your
Does
first
he crit
roll,
any
right?
of them? Because I might not crit them for him.
He does not crit them, no.
This is
Go
my
ahead and
first
give me
roll.
damage, Abaddon.
Oh, good. Good.
I'll take it, Kath.
10.
If only there was like a cloud that could get in
This
the way
10
or
is not
something.
15, it's 10.
So, you, Dawngrave, out of the corner of your eye, you see Abaddon casting spells, and you just feel the hair stand up on the back of your neck, and you see one of his spell shoots to the right a little bit in Elise's direction.
Oh God, poor Red.
And it misses Elise and hits the guy next to her instead.
Oh, come on.
Nope.
That's what I was waiting for. So, but Isaac, you don't see Abaddon doing that. You're looking the other way.
Mm-hmm.
All right, W. What's it say? Do you have to see it, Isaac?
Do you have to see it?
I think it says just within 30 foot of me.
But does it say you have to see it? Let me see it.
That's what I'm going for. Give me a second.
Either way, Abaddon, you are, or maybe not hitting a civilian at this point.
That I can see. It doesn't say I have to see.
No, that implies that you have to be able to see it.
You have to be able to see it. So your back is currently turned to Abaddon. You can't see him.
Okay, fine.
Sorry.
I tried.
That was a good attempt. All right, Abaddon. Abaddon, I need you to give me that roll that you don't make that often, as this guy over here bursts into flames.
It's starting to be a little more frequent at this point.
Listen, I don't try to do it, dude. Okay.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm not saying you're trying.
There you go, Kath. I'll do a little.
Other.
It's not your turn.
Maybe you shift some of your.
What is it again? Is it a wisdom saving throw normally, right? Kath, we said.
Gosh, it's been a while. Let me think.
Because I didn't have it written down ever, but normally it'd be like a wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom. Gimme.
Donnie, get ready to pick him up. Let's not ruin the.
12. Not great.
Does your bless help with that at all?
No. Yeah. I would say no, not in this case.
Not in this case.
I mean, it is a saving throw, but it's not like it's against myself.
It's a save.
I don't know if like
save.
Yeah,
it is technically a save.
Quit shooting yourself in the foot, Abaddon.
Abaddon, would you like to take your debuff now?
13. It's added 1.
Okay. You barely push through it as you see your spell hit this guy over here, and he instantly combusts. And Elise goes, what would you like to continue to do for the rest of your turn?
I mean, the spell kind of goes off at once. It fires 6 spells simultaneously.
Cool. Go ahead and give me those other ones.
So it's like, it happens regardless.
2 more natural ones coming up.
Go.
Please don't. I'd rather not do that.
The population of this town might take a dip. Abaddon decided to take a spell that has multiple attack rolls.
Abaddon's like, I'm going to do a murder.
It's 5, so I need to roll 4 more times. That was damage. That's the wrong roll, you funky chicken. Okay, 27.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, and we'll use that damage, so 10.
Okie dokie. Were you hitting one of the ones that have not been damaged yet?
Yeah, just this one here, yeah.
Okie dokie. Got it.
Mm-hmm. I'm just pelting him with the next couple. That was almost
hits?
a 1 again. Thank you for not being a 1 again.
13.
8.
Oh, 8. Sorry. Got it.
Because the fire alarm still affinity only does once. Turn.
Keep going.
NPCs things getting more and more common.
That hits.
1, 2, 3. I did it 4 times.
Yeah, this is the 4th one. Yeah.
This is the 5th.
That 2.
So it misses, but you don't hit anyone.
Oh wait, hold on.
Hey, there you go. You just remembered you have bless. I was not gonna remind you.
No, I remembered. I'm like, wait a minute.
All right, that one hits. That one hits. Yeah.
Okay. So I need to roll for 2 more damages then.
Yes.
6 and 12 is 18 more.
Are these on the same
on the
guy?
First one. Yeah, all on the same one.
Okay. You said 6 and 12?
Yeah.
Okay,
for a
got
total
it.
of something.
barely standing at this point.
And then bonus action. I will say, Isaac, you've got this. Punch him in the face, and give bardic inspiration, Isaac.
Awesome.
I'm so knowing Isaac, I'm so tempted. But all right, punches it in the face.
Oh my goodness.
Do your thing, Isaac. Do your thing.
All right. So Abaddon, you've done your part. Red, it's your turn. There is a lot of critters around you, buddy.
Questionable.
I'm just gonna go feral and start swinging.
Okie dokie. What are we attacking? Which one?
This one first.
Yeah, these two are the most wounded. These two, well, this one's not wounded at all. This one appears to have been just pelted with a bunch of scorching rays, and these two have been eaten. These two down here have been eaten by bugs. So.
Okay, so they're all wounded.
Except this one. This one is not wounded.
Okay. All right, so first attack. 17.
17 hits. Okay. Give me your damage.
These are undead, right?
No.
These are not undead.
These are demons.
Right.
It's the demon of the Jam Festival.
They just
12 damage on that one.
Like undead. This one's dead.
Oh, I'm glad you asked that question because I was about to waste my damn turn.
Oh no.
Swing this one. I'm just going to back swing to this one.
Got it. All right. $15 hits.
15. Come on. And it's this plus. Nope. What's that? 12. It's 13 because I forgot that plus one in the mace.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. So you've killed these two in front of you. These four are still good to go.
Mm-hmm.
The townspeople continue fleeing at this point. Isaac, it is your turn.
Well, I can't get to any of them.
You mean you can walk over here. If you really want to? You're big enough. I'm sure you could step over this.
Boop. Oh, hold on, I'm like right here, so make sure I ain't jipping myself.
No,
I'm good.
You're good. Yeah.
We'll just go boop boop.
Sure.
Aha! Attention. Back.
All right.
And while I'm at it, I'll just go ahead and bonus action rage.
Okie dokie.
So that way I can have the nice pick me up.
So this is the one that you're attacking, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the one that you saw Abaddon pelting a whole bunch. Go ahead and give me your attack roll.
And swing.
Showing. Boop. 15 hits.
Damage dice.
13. 13. This one is barely standing.
I'm gonna swing on this one.
Okay, this one is unwounded right now.
Okay.
Give me your attack.
Trying to. I clicked it. Didn't do anything there for a second.
Ooh. Very beautiful. Give me your damage. You did crit.
Yes, so that's 20 off the dice. 22, 24.
Okie dokie. 24. What else are you doing your turn?
Oh no, 24. That's 29 altogether. Because I forgot the +5.
Okie dokie.
So is it still alive?
Yes, that one was the only one that was unwounded. So you have wounded him now quite severely.
Okay.
You did a thwack thwack. What's your next mac?
Come. Screw it, I'll just go ahead and let it go because it kind of looks like between me and Red, these guys are gonna I don't have to go as all out.
Mm-hmm.
So I will end my turn.
Okie dokie. It is Elise's turn. She turns towards this guy and heals him. And so, because, I mean, you didn't straight kill him, so she heals them immediately, and they appear to be breathing.
That's good.
Dawngrave, it's your turn.
That's good. Nat 1 shoots him again.
Yo.
At that point, I would just fly away.
I'm done.
No, straight up, I would just fly away. I'd be like, yeah, no, bye.
Just gonna go live just gonna go live in a library with my girlfriend. I'm done.
Bye-bye.
All right, Dawngrave. These ones are all wounded. What would you like to do? Ooh.
Does that hit Isaac? That hits Isaac, doesn't it?
Unfortunately, yeah.
That's
Isaac,
fine.
how many times have you been hit so far?
None.
I cast. Flame Strike.
Okay.
Which doesn't actually use fire.
That's right, but it's still gonna hit you. So.
Yeah. No, Flame Strike uses fire. You're thinking of Sacred Flame.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes. Right, give me your rules, good sir.
Let's see. Vertical. Each creature in the thing has a dex saving throw.
Dex saving throw. Isaac, give me a dex saving
throw. I holler out, Isaac, I'm getting ready to make a pillar of fire on the be ready.
You do not get advantage for that.
Thank you for the advantage. As best I can see.
No advantage. Go ahead and give me your...
I thought I'd try.
Yeah, it was a good shot.
Well, hold on. He should only take 25% damage. There's only 25% into the sphere anyway.
We're not... No.
Nah, looks like I'm taking all of it.
All right, so 13 fire damage and 11 radiant damage.
All right, so unfortunately, Isaac, you do take that.
24 damage.
Let's see. So if they save, they take half, right?
Correct.
What is your save?
Dex 16.
16, let's see.
Rah.
This one passed. That one failed. This one passed. That one. Okay.
Do they take any extra damage for it being radiant?
No.
Rats.
Sorry. I checked.
I wish this was more like Pokemon, but...
Now, you still kill this one. You said it was 24 total damage?
24 total damage.
And you kill this one. Oops, I didn't mean to move you. And you killed this one.
Hell yeah.
There's only this one left, and they are severely wounded.
I'm gonna go buy some grapes.
Grapes. Okay. Last person for right now is Marco. Yeah, Marco's gonna stand on this dead corpse, and he's going to attack this one. And he's going to hit. And he... Let's see. And he kills it. All right. You kind of see Marco like run up between the two of you, and you see him just go with his long sword and like skewers this one in half and rips it back out of him, and he's like holding his stomach a little bit. I got it.
Good job, Marco.
Got it. And now you guys are out of combat. Everyone is still spooked and kind of fleeing because you know, there were some things coming at us here.
I dropped the bugs.
Okay. Fair enough. Oops.
I'll shrink back down.
Okay. So at this point, you see a bunch of panicked civilians still kind of running around everywhere. Does anybody want to do anything about the panicked civilians, or are you just going to let them keep being panicked?
I probably haven't noticed that Abaddon smoked that one dude, so I'm probably like, oh, I think we did a good job. Good job. Oh,
he's fine. At least fixed him.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna yell out to the group. Stick together. Get to safety. Donnie, can you do you have anything for poison? I'm not doing too hot right now.
Poison. Yes, I cure your poison.
Ooh.
Did everyone hear what Red had to say?
The civilians, yes. Or are you talking to just your party members,
No,
Red?
I was screaming out to the civilians. I'm gonna direct my party. We're going the direction they came from.
Okay, give me a persuasion roll, Red, to see if you can get them to follow you.
Hey, Donnie, high five.
High five, guidance.
17.
Okay. They do kind of like snap to attention and stop fleeing in every random direction away from you, and they start kind of like grouping up. At this point, clerics from the temple do kind of start showing up in the area as well. They are trying to take care of the situation, and they see you all in front of a bunch of dead ones, and they rush up to you, and that is where we will call today's session, and we will continue next Monday.
Yay.
Yay! Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with us today. I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening, and we will see you guys next week.
You too.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.